we have the blue Goblin player Hiruma at the bottom side against the red Mordor player Akan at the top side. In the best of 5 losers bracket for the Warm Tongue tournament, $100 cash prize. The winner gets 60, the second place gets 30, and the third place gets $10. And we are really close to be done with this tournament. We have only a couple of games left in the losers bracket and only 1 semifinals left in the winner bracket between Sauron and Andy Brandy, which hopefully will happen very soon. And with soon I mean hopefully tomorrow, so we can get it done by the end of this weekend. That's the goal, to finish off this tournament and to start actually scheduling and planning the upcoming tournament. We have 2 slaughterhouses coming up into the Orc Pit from the Mordor player Ekan from Sweden. He's a Swedish player, and I believe he's one of a kind. I have not met anyone else from Sweden in this tournament, at least from the BFME 2 tournament. That's pretty nice. We have actually from many countries, but only a couple of people, you know what I'm saying? Turkey country has actually many people playing, but other than that, all the other countries have like 1 or 2 players max. And hopefully they have friends, they can tell their friends about BFME games and they can convince the friends to join the multiplayer scene as well. The more players we have in the multiplayer scene, the more fun we can actually create by hosting bigger size tournaments with bigger cash prizes. So 2 tunnels into the first Goblin Cave, and then right after that into the second Goblin Cave. He was also building a 3rd tunnel, kinda defensively around this area. Wait, what? Why do these dwarves look like more than elves? Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, luckily for us today, we haven't seen actually many dwarves. We have seen only 1 single time in the very first game between Farad and his opponent, Sweet. But other than that, we have actually not seen dwarves today. I don't want to jinx it though, because I'm happy about it. We have seen, I believe, dwarves enough in this tournament so far. And I guess that's gonna be also the case in the finals, in the semifinals, in the grand finals, because dwarves, they are underperforming, definitely. Let's see how many times we will see more dwarven gameplay in this tournament. We have Orc Warriors coming up from the Orc Pits. The Goblins are leading forward. They will be able to sneak potentially into one of the slaughterhouses and deal great amount of damage to it. With the Poison Blades, they can also boost the damage against structures, which is not the case in Rise of the Witch King. Here it is the case, and the slaughterhouse is getting demolished right off the bat. I would love to play online, but I would get crushed. Hard AI kills me. Dude, I mean, trust me, Casey, the best way of learning is actually by getting crushed. I personally learn a lot more when I get smashed, because then I can rewatch my game and, you know, figure out my mistakes and kind of figure out a way of playing better or avoiding making the same mistakes, and then it's about improving. And if you improve every single game you lose 1 to 2% in a couple of months, trust me on that one, you will shine bright like a diamond and show your quality. So don't hesitate, don't be afraid of losing. Losing is a part of advancing. Baguette, let's go. Tulkas, welcome. Nice to see you in the chat. Why do exactly goblin buildings rise from lava? I don't know, man. I have zero clue. I have not done anything for BFME 2, so we need to ask Ectelion about that. Maybe it was like an EA thing, you know, maybe EA Games created it like that. I get blocked on Game Ranger for being newbie. Then, you know, use the multiplayer room in our Discord. I mean, we have selected people in Discord, so every toxic person who actually flames and insults and, you know, cries about noob games is getting kind of eliminated from the Discord. So we have in Discord most of the time. I mean, of course, some trolls are sneaking in by kind of creating Smurf accounts to join the Discord. But other than that, we have actually a great community inside the Discord server, and that's your best bet when it comes to find quality games. Okay, the slaughterhouse is getting crashed in the meantime. Lots of pressure on Mordor. There is no pressure on the goblin player Hiruma at all. Mordor is in a defensive situation at the beginning of the game, at least, which kind of makes sense. I believe Mordor is a faction which scales much better and harder into the mid to late game. So if you can survive the early 5 to 10 minutes into the game, you should be just fine. We have 450 command points available for Mordor player Ekan. He's gonna be able to destroy one of the tunnels being built offensively. Yeah, that's going down. On the other side, Goblin player has 600 command points in total. War Chant has been used on these Goblin warriors, but they are getting crushed in the meantime from the Orc archers in like a couple of seconds. I like this strategy a lot. Getting many archers on the field gives you the early presence of defense, which you can, you know, again use to survive the early rough game of Mordor. You have a cave troll coming up now from the fissure level 1. Vico161, thanks for the follow. You can really get blocked on Game Ranger for being noob. Apparently yes. I mean, people can block you wherever they want, right? And there is like a block opportunity also in Discord, or in Game Ranger rather. But you know, I mean, obviously when somebody is hosting a no noob room, like for example 1v1 no noobs, and then you join as a relatively new player to the game and he's able to destroy you in like 5 minutes, then I get it that he doesn't want to play a rematch. That's why you can also host, like, call it 1v1 noob or something, 1v1 beginner. And trust me, we have currently many beginner level players in this game. So again, the best bet is to join the Discord and find games against people or with people equal to your skill level. As long as somebody is like a little bit better than you, it's fine. But if the person who you're playing against is like a very advanced and experienced player who's playing this game now for 10 years, you won't have the chance anytime soon to beat them. So it's better to practice against people who are also relatively new to the multiplayer scene. Nice pressure from the Goblin player. The slaughterhouse is going down. The second one is going to be taken down right after that. A lot of pressure on Mordor. Mordor is not a Nazgul yet. Maybe a Nazgul could be a nice choice. The troll is going to be annoying to deal with. Crushing those orcs with like the 3 in the hand. The damage from the orc arch is also not the greatest against the troll. Look at that. They need to hit him multiple times to actually be able to damage him. Micro, peel back. I think the troll is going to be still able to get away. Level 2 unlocked. Just run now. Run. The level 2 means auto healing is enabled. So as long as he's out of combat, he will be slowly but surely healing up to full HP. Almost 12 power points collected for the Goblin player after the War Chant. 750 command points available for Hiruma. On the other side, we have 7 power points for the Mordor player Ekan. After the Tainted Land, he didn't go for the Eye of Sauron nor for the War Chant himself. And he has only 550 command points available for now. And he has a lot of pressure on him. Like the goblins, they are everywhere. I mean, obviously he has like 3 orc pits, but it feels like he's playing against 5 goblin caves. Even though he has the same amount of goblin caves or even less goblin caves in compared to the orc pits from the Mordor player Ekan. Nazgul is running for his life. Spiderlings are on the hand. I mean, he has now spiderlings coming from the spider pit, trolls coming out of the fissure, and multiple goblins coming out of the goblin cave. So he has like every kind of production building goblins have to offer. The Nazgul actually taking lots of damage from the spiderlings, needs to be careful. He's level 4 though. He has now the debuff unlocked. However, if he loses the level 2 slaughterhouse, which is the only last remaining slaughterhouse level 2, because this one is going to be taken down before it's able to reach it, I guess. Lots of pressure. Industry is going to be available now for the Mordor player. That's good. Use it on the front one very soon. There are 2 trolls you need to take care of. The slaughterhouse is going down. Industry has been used actually on the one on the left side, so he's not using it on the front one, which I can understand why. The Nazgul is getting bullied by the cave troll. Troll is actually knocking him down on the ground. The Nazgul cannot move anymore, and one more knock down and the troll is going to be victorious. The Nazgul has been slain. Oh my goodness, there is a lot of pressure. He's actually committing against the fortress now with the trolls. That's a mistake. But he has multiple trolls around this side, so he has like still 3 trolls remaining, and they are bullying the slaughterhouse level 2. Mordor is dropping down to 500 command points only. The spider riders are coming, and Ekan is gonna call it GG, and that's the game number 1. Mordor has been destroyed by the goblins. We have the Red Man of the West player Ekan from Sweden against the French player who is playing the Blue Elves. He's 1-0 ahead. That means he's only 2 wins away from getting the victory in the series and moving on with a potential chance of making it up to the grand finals. Remember, even if you are not the winner of the series, of the tournament, you can still get a cash prize. This one is like a small cash prize. We have run really big tournaments with like a cash prize up to $500 so far in this games, and hopefully we will see the glory days once again. That's the plan. So the more players, the more cash prize. 2 farms, 3 farms, 4 farms coming up for an economical opening for Ekarn. So he's not building an early barracks, which is something we have seen many times. You know, the playstyle from the Man of the West faction generally relies on the offensive barracks, but not this time. Gandalf returns to Moria after all the level ups and destroys the respawned Balrog. Yeah, true. I mean, I believe Gandalf the White against the Balrog would not be even a close fight. I think he would not even be close to be killed. Because the Gandalf the Grey against the Balrog fight was going toe to toe. You know what I'm saying? It was like an even fight in which both died, right? Both Balrog died and also Gandalf died. But Gandalf was sent back as Gandalf the White with like a power spike. So he got like a power up, you know? Has like a recharge time cooldown on the abilities. Even though I had the feeling throughout the entire trilogy that Gandalf the White was using less powers, less spells in compared to Gandalf the Grey. Think about Gandalf the Grey in the beginning of the trilogy, you know, fighting obviously against Saruman, fighting obviously against the Balrog. In the Hobbit trilogy, he was actually crushing the goblins with the massive shockwave. So he has done more job as Gandalf the Grey than he actually did in Gandalf the White. The only thing he did was pretty much actually releasing the spell of Saruman on Theoden, which is not a fighting skill, it's more like a sportive skill, and you know, kind of scaring off the Nazguls with the Israelites, but not even damaging or killing them, only scaring them off. That's all Gandalf really did.
They must fall.
Okay, creeping action from the Elven player, and the economical opening from the Man of the West player is not getting punished for that one, you know, because he has no pressure on him. Very defensive playstyle from the Elven player, is getting more archers on the field just to be ready for the defense. And creeping at the same time, that's a good thing. And we have a stable in the archer range. Okay, that's very interesting from Ekarn. I was, to be honest, expecting something like a barracks, but I guess he want to play a bit more defensively. He knows sending the soldiers out forward won't achieve too much against the campy playstyle of the Elven faction player Hiruma. So going for the stable, I like that. Because that's gonna force, if nothing else, the Elven player to recruit multiple pikemen to counter that, and pikemen are weak against archers. So with this strategy, you can actually counter everything that the Elven player has up on the field for now, until he gets also something like a stable up on the field. Gandalf could make a cloud break. Do you think the cloud break was actually from Gandalf, you know, in Helm's Deep? I don't think it was from Gandalf. You know, it was like the sun is rising anyway. I know. I mean, obviously, I know that he's not allowed to, you know, go crazy and show his full potential and full strength, because he's like a guide in the Middle Earth. He's not supposed to be like a great leader. He's only a sporter. But I'm telling you that Gandalf the Grey was using more powers than Gandalf the White. That's what I wanted to point out. I mean, obviously they are gods, right? They are angels, they are immortals. You cannot kill them, right? If it, you know, what happens if you kill them, they can be sent back again. You know what I'm saying? From the Valars. So, you know, imagine you kill Gandalf the White and he's gonna be sent back as Gandalf shining bright like a diamond. And then the last final form, Gandalf, the hitting like a truck master. You know? Gandalf, the challenge master. So regardless how many times you kill him, he will be respawned all the time. It's like a you know, this ancient creatures in which you cut off a head and double head is respawning. You know what I'm saying? That's how Gandalf is feeling like in the films. So what is this? We have Legolas. There we go. We were talking about Legolas in the cave troll, and we have Legolas on the field. Oh, Ekarn, doesn't pay attention. Ekarn, you're gonna feed Legolas more, my friend. Don't give him level 2, don't give him level 3, don't give him level 5. And by all means, don't give him level 10, because that's gonna unlock his arrow wind. And he's gonna turn into the Matrix with the bullets. Dodge this. Hydra, yes, Hydra. Just like Saruman made the rain before. Okay. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Imagine if they would have fear resistance. You know, it's like a major mistake from Saruman. Imagine if the Uruks would be level 5 and they would be staying there and saying, okay, should we be impressed now? Because we are level 5, we have fear resistant. Your Cloud Break cannot stun us. And Gandalf is like, oh no, 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 no. My plans are ruined. Better let Rohan fall and we just try to defend Gondor, I guess. Beholder, be careful. Should be fine. I don't think the Man of the West play is ready to face this army. He has Rohirrim, but he has Legolas. Like, this is not looking good for Aegon, trust me. Not really, really not looking good. Oh, beautiful trample. And it's so funny, you know, in the trilogy films, Legolas had never problems with the arrows. Like, it felt like he has infinite arrows, you know what I'm saying? But in the Hobbit trilogy, he had a problem that he had no more arrows available. In the worst case scenario, in which almost Tauriel getting killed from bulk, all of a sudden Legolas had no more arrows. It was good for us. We could actually see his sword fighting skills with the knife fighter style. But it was pretty ironic to me that, you know, he killed way more units in the trilogy than he did in the Hobbit. But yet, in the trilogy, he was having always arrows. In the Hobbit, he didn't. So we have the first hero, King of Rohan, Theoden King. Level 1 only. He needs to be level 2 for the leadership to be unlocked, huh? So no leadership available for the level 1, unfortunately.
Destroy it! Elves, over here!
Yeah, he was yoinking them, you know. Hey, give me your arrow. Why, Legolas? Then I don't have any arrows. Yeah, but shut up. You can't hit anything anyway. Just give me all your arrows, so let me do the work. So I can look good.
Hurry, elves of
And
the
then, for whatever reason, at the end of the scene, it was actually Gimli who had more kills. How the heck is this possible? This end, holy, this end is a fatty, man. Hey, no offense, but you'll need to lose some weight, brother. What is this? Your belly is bigger than the stone you are picking up. Holy guacamole. The end damage has to be buffed, in my opinion, against the fortress. Look at that. Like, the damage is so low against the fortress, right? This is a fair end, boys. Look at him. He's like so fat that he's getting tired. I'm too old for this stuff. And the animation throw is so slow. The auto-attack animation. The travel time is so slow. The stone is mid-air for like 2 minutes. He's committing with the Rohirrim, but the pikes are in position. Gondor Knights are getting bullied. He has many pikemen. All he needs to do is protect the archers, protect the end. Oh, bad trample. But Theoden is getting leadership now. This is a Elven wood, right? Or is this a human wood? That's a human wood. We have almost 15 power points collected for Hiruma. Ekarn is falling apart. The fortress is already at 50% HP mark. That's a Elven wood now from the Elven player, which is a better version of the human wood. It also gives you seed. I believe 25% more damage and also more experience. And enemy cavalry declaration is raised by 250%. So it's also good to counter the cavalry. Palinko has been used. Hawk Strike is coming in clutch. You will see what I'm talking about, the secondary trample. They are shooting from a distance. They are trying to kill the pikemen, but the pikemen on the human wood, on the elven wood, and the old ground stands and the porcupine formation are so tanky to the Rohirrim archers. Legolas is actually crushing them. The second end and the fortress has been taken down already. Trample is incoming. Yeah. Does he have armor? No, he doesn't have armor. Theoden, what is Theoden doing? Do you see this, guys?
I, King
Let
Thran,
me
will
get
lead you.
out. Okay, that didn't work. Didn't work indeed, my friend. GG, well played anyway. The score is going to be 2-0 for Hiruma. He needs only one more victory to get it. To get the job done and move on in the losers bracket to the next round. It didn't work out? Yeah. Legolas is shooting, killing the last remaining Rohirrim slowly but surely. Look at the Elven Prince, level 5. GG. Yeah, GG. 950 command points available for elves, and we had only... I mean, you can see the graphs at the end of the game. The money differential is going to be huge. That's why you need to play a bit more offensively against the elves, I believe. You have the blue Dwarven player Hiruma at the top side against the red Goblin player Akan, who is 0-2 behind. So he needs to now win 3 games in a row to make it to the next round. And Hiruma needs only 1 more victory, and that's it. Glorfindel uses versus heroes here. Okay, I mean, any Brandy is answering, and the Brandy has much more experience in BFME 2 than I do. So definitely his words are more relevant. But I was right last game, and I said that I won 0 and that it would count up in my account, but I can't bet at a number than 0. Really? That's pretty interesting. Gandhi best hero, but only when he's level 10, right? I mean, I believe when Gandalf is not mounted and Gimli is Gimli is level 5, Gimli can crush Gandalf. I mean, he's talking about the strongest hero, maybe not the most influential hero about killing army. I mean, the question about strongest hero is very situational. In which term are you defining strength? Strength against 1v1 or strength against massive army killing abilities? Like Gandalf with the Word of Power obviously can kill a huge army, while Gimli cannot do the same. You know, Gimli is more like a 1v1 hero when it comes to kill other heroes, when it comes to kill most efficient units. You have Goblin Cave into the second Goblin Cave coming up. Lamir or Gollum. Yeah, Gollum is also like a one of these. Gollum is like a beefy hero. I mean, he doesn't even fight. He's just trying to hide and get away. But if anybody would fight Gollum with 12,000 HP, you would have a big time trouble. The builder is at the top side. We have Goblin Cave into the second Goblin Cave. No third production building yet. He's expanding in the middle of the map. He has 2 Goblin Warriors inside. He's expanding a lot actually in the middle. Dwarves, they are playing it a bit more slowly. Early Forge Wars is coming up for the battle wagons, and we have Guardians. So that's the power spike of the Dwarven faction, right? If you get Guardians with the buff and the sustain from the battle wagons, it can actually be quite efficient, and you can win unfavorable battles. With that, I mean, for example, 2 Guardians can easily crush like 5 to 6 goblins by themselves easily. One v one strongest one would be Grima. Yeah, Grima can actually steal your hero, so yeah. I mean, Grima can turn the tide easily, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there is a problematic hero, you steal it and make him fight for you. Trample is incoming. I mean, heroes are the most interesting part about Battle for Middle-earth games, in my opinion. That's the main differential between BFME to any other RTS game on the market. The Mindshot has been taken down. It's a good attack. I like this. Very good, very well executed from the Goblin player Akan. Because what else? Like, if there won't be any heroes in Battle for Middle-earth games, it would be just like any other RTS game. You know what I'm saying? Rock, paper, scissors system, pikes countering monsters and horses, horses countering swordsmen and archers, swordsmen countering pikes and buildings. So pretty much standard and straightforward. Heroes are the differential. In the power points, obviously. Power points and heroes. With a huge army here. I mean, you remember the famous words of Saruman. We must join with him. We must join with Saruman. Sauron, Gandalf. That would be wise, my friends. And that would be the same situation for Grima. I mean, if you can't kill the enemy hero, just make him fight for you. The builder is in a safe spot. The battle wagons trampling down left and right. This one is banner. This one is going to have a well for the sustain and additional damage leadership and combat experience leadership for the nearby allied units around the battle wagon. With 1 more mineshaft, but it will be not taken down. There are not many goblins, and I believe the Dwarven player can easily defend this, no problemo. We now see more and more Guardians. We have only 1 inside the mineshaft. That's gonna be the second one. He will have actually 3 of them, right? He has 3 Guardians, so 1 push is all it takes. If you can get all these 3 Guardians and the 1 pikeman at the bottom side, with the 2 battle wagons and rolling coal for a big push, it will be extremely hard for the Goblin player Akan to defend this. And I like the playstyle from Hiruma a lot. He's playing it kind of slow. He's creeping at the same time. I want to make sure that he's defending and he's preparing for a 1 big push. One big push is all it takes, all it needs. If you can execute it well, one big push can actually win you the game. Imagine selling heroes in Fortress. I mean, that's... Oh, nice one. Nice one. I like this. The one pikeman coming out of the tunnel and actually pulling the battle wagon, that's painful. Because battle wagons are expensive, right? They cost what? 500, and then the upgrade you need to purchase on them as well. So around about 800 needs to be invested. And killing them is quite satisfying. I would actually be crazy about it. Sometimes you accidentally right-click on the fortress or on the citadel, you know what I'm saying? Imagine, you know, you right-click accidentally with your Gandalf inside the citadel and sell him. Dude. I mean, we had a good idea about actually about selling units and also heroes. Every time you want to sell a unit or a hero, the guy John Keane is gonna show up, you know, in the screen and say, are you sure about that? You know, so you need to double confirm. Are you sure? Really? That's what you want to do? Tunnel. Still with Grima and Cell, and that would be kind of OP as hell, man. Imagine that. Imagine you can steal ring heroes. Imagine you can steal Sauron or Galadriel with Grima, and you sell them to get 50% of the money back. So you not only kill the enemy hero, but you also get 5,000 for stealing and selling his Galadriel or Sauron. Dude. And you also get the ring. Or you sell the ring and trade it for 100,000 resources. Oh, the battle wagon has been taken down. That's a lot of pressure. I like this. It's a very aggressive playstyle. It's the first time pushing from the Dwarven player. Balinko has been used. We have two Guardians and one Pikeman, but unfortunately for him, he lost the battle wagons. So this fight or this push could be much more impactful, much more successful if he wouldn't have lost the battle wagons. Trust me. Sell the one ring on the black market. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I believe nobody is able to sell the one ring, you know, because everybody wants to keep the one ring for himself. What is this battle wagon doing? Hey! Battle wagon, are you out of your mind? Oh no. Oh no. Guys, dude, YouTube a couple of months ago added the shorts, right? So in YouTube, you have like a TikTok situation now. I've never used TikTok myself, but you have this shorts on YouTube, right? On my mobile phone, I get addicted to that. So I scroll down, watch videos every 10 seconds, 15 seconds videos on the shorts. And they put in almost every second clip. Oh no. And I have this song now in my head past 3 weeks, man. I keep saying it all the time. It's pretty annoying. Hobbit summon, the fissure is under attack from the hobbits. The giant is trampling down the hobbits. Looks like the fissure is not gonna fall today. It's a level 3-1, 7,500 HP. It's tanky. Even Samwise Gamgee, the fat hobbit, as Gollum would like to call him, won't be able to take it down. He's throwing rocks on the Guardians. Oh, the fissure has been actually taken down. The ring bearer for the wagons and his gang was enough to destroy it. I was about to say Tom Bombadil could, but then he crossed my mind. He do it for He doesn't care. He would, you know, Tom Bombadil wouldn't even fight for any faction. You know what I'm saying? So now the chance for them to summon Tom Bombadil is kind of making much more sense. I believe Tom Bombadil doesn't really belong to one specific faction. Oh, okay. We have King Dane. I like that. Level 3 King Dane. The mountain giant has been taken down. He has only one more giant left on the field. Remember, he was losing the fissure level 3. That means no more mountain giants anytime soon for the goblin player Ekan. And King Dane is a scaling hero too. King Dane, I believe, is like the best sportive hero in the game. Gives you high tier leadership. Gives you the Mighty Rage, which is a buff or a debuff. Depends how you want to use it. He has the Stubborn Pride with the Fear Resistant. He can get mounted. And also level 10 gives you the chance to summon the Royal Guards, you know, which is also pretty powerful. So you can make him to a one-man army. You summon the Royal Guards, you have double buff for them. Leadership plus the Mighty Rage, and boom. So level 10, King Dane, I believe, has also a huge impact on the game. Key pads will be used to debuff them. King Dane is doing a phenomenal job. Level 4, he can be using the Mighty Rage now if he wants to. He's tanking a lot of damage. Oil Bottle is being used, but the Battle Wagon... Be careful with the Battle Wagon, don't lose him once again. Remember, the high tier leadership is able to stack with the damage leadership you get from the battle wagon. So you can get armor leadership from Gimli. Gimli in BFME 2 is also offering you leadership for the nearby allied units. So Gimli, Dean, and then the battle wagon as well. All of them are able to stack with each other to make your dwarven units and army as strong as potentially possible.
Don't fall behind.
Don't fall behind. So King Dean is making a move. Level 5.
Duck!
Oh, nice one. On your. Be careful with the mountain giant. Don't lose him. That's the only one you have. King Dean is looking for mountain giant, but he's looking like the walk animation from the mountain giant is so badass. You know what I'm saying? He's moving like a boss. You know. I like it. There was a mighty reach, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, he was trying to use it on the spider riders. The guardians now are beefy and tanky. The mighty reach, when you use it on the units, they will get additional movement, speed, damage, and shroud revealing. And enemy units, just like the Dread Visage, for example, from the ring raids, is gonna make them lose a quarter of their damage and a quarter of their armor. The mountain giant is kicking. We have also cave trolls on the field. Look how the size difference is between a mountain giant and a cave troll. The cave troll looks like a stepsister, you know what I'm saying? Look at him, but he's walking in between the legs. Step, bro. Step, Boromir. I'm stuck. Help me out. Okay, so level almost 6 King Dean. The army from the bottom side is moving with 1 pikeman and 2 goblin warriors. They should be able to deal, to destroy both of these mineshafts in no time. They have now extroverts coming up from the archer range level 1. The mountain giant is stomping. Boom, stomp. That's one. Nice one. Into the trample from the spider riders. Man of Steel summon, but that's the worst possible summon. Because they will get kind of crushed into pieces from the spider riders the second they get special summoned. You gotta kill this mountain giant as soon as possible. That's your main priority, trust me. He's killing the cave troll first. Now turn and kill the mountain giant. Very important. Oh, the Watcher has been... There was a nice Watcher. We missed it, unfortunately, but it was a nice Watcher. He was entering the battlefield from the mineshaft, and then the Watcher was special summoned to crush the Dwarven army. Actually, this fight is looking pretty nice. We have a level 5 mountain giant. Basic auto heal. So we have level 1 spider riders. He was killing the majority of the Dwarven army. I don't know where King Dean is. I cannot see King Dean on the field anymore. Is he actually in a mineshaft? Nope. I think he died. I mean, he has to be dead, right? Because I cannot see him on the field. I missed it. So as long as this mountain giant is alive, I think it's a good situation for the goblin player account. Let's take a look into recurring command points and power points in the meantime. So the goblin player has just summoned the Watcher. He was already able to collect nearly 4 power points after the Watcher summon. He has 1000 command points available, which is the maximum, and he has nearly 3k resources collected. So he might be able eventually soonish to recruit Trogoth the Dragon Lord. On the other side, Hiruma is down to 875 command points. He has Man of Steel summon. It's a 10 power point summon, by the way, not a 15 in BFME 2. And he has 10 power points collected after the Man of Steel in the Hobbit Alliance summon, which both are on cooldown. And yeah, we have a cave path into the Wildman of Dunland special summon behind. That's a very sneaky one. I like that, because in order to be summoned, in order to summon this kind of stuff, you need to actually have vision. So, and nice one. I like this a lot. He actually was able to destroy the level 3 mineshaft. That's actually minus 175 command points, or 175 command points for the Dwarven player. Also, the Forge Force is going down, and every time they attack, you see the money, this +2, +2, +2. He's able to steal so much money from the Dwarven player. King Dean is back on the menu. He's gonna use the rebuild, but it's gonna delay, not gonna deny. It's actually even worse now, because they get to steal even more money from you. You see the money is going down all the time from dwarves. He has like 0 money left. In the meantime, we cannot say the same about the goblin player. I think he has now either Shelob or even potentially the Dragon Lord coming up very soon. And Dragon Lord will be a game-changing hero, because there is little to nothing the Dwarven player can do about that. Only Gimli can actually counter that, hard counter the Dragon Lord with the Slayer and X-Row combination, or Man of Steel. But he has only a couple of pleb cross extrovers, and that's it. The Dragon Lord is definitely the win condition here for the Goblin player Ekan, which also means we would get the chance to see the game number 4, because Ekan needs to win that desperately. 13 power points collected. Skull Totem is going to be pleased from the Gorkil the Goblin King. Skull Totem acts like a tainted land on this specific area. It will buff the enemy allied units, not enemy units, so we can cringe. And it will give them the armor buff. So 35% increase armor. From the Shire. 14 power points collected. He's only 11 power points away from his 25.
No! No!
No! The hobbits are screaming. It's so funny. They are going for a flank though. He's going for a flank. That doesn't look good for the boy of the dwarves. What is King Dane doing? He's hunting the Gorkil. But Gorkil is faster. He's like making a dance move. Like look at this. Look his walk animation. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Hey, what is happening there? Some crazy sound effects are going on. Oh, boys, the crazy sound effects. You know what that means, right? It's the Dragon Lord. Drogoth, ladies and gentlemen, the Dragon Lord. Oh boy. Good luck dealing with him, boys. Good luck dealing with him, dwarves. There's no chance. 15 power points collected, but what's the matter?
They shall fear the sight of our beards.
Of our beards. Oh, the Cloud Break. Okay, Cloud Break. Stuns enemy units for 10 seconds, heals and revives allied units for 15 seconds. So it works like a healing, like a well for 15 seconds period. It will be healing up the allied units across the map, but the Dragon Lord has no counter. He can do whatever he wants. And what is this guy doing in the meantime? He's level 7, he cannot even get mounted. Kill the spider pit at least before he get out. You cannot get away from this situation, I believe. Oh, and the spider pit level 2 is gonna be even saved. Looks like the Dane is gonna get in safety. But it's not looking good, so he needs to go for the transition into the level 2 archer range to be able to recruit some men of steel archers. That's very important because that's the only bet you get against the Dragon Lord, I guess, at this point. Maybe Gimli could be a nice choice, but obviously he has not enough money for Gimli. And yeah, more and more experience. Level 3 unlocks the Wing Blast,
Team up,
which is pretty useful. And level 6 the Fireflight, and level 10 the Incinerate. So I mean, level 10 is hard to get, but you can easily get into level 3, level 4, level 5 in no time. So level 3 is going to be unlocked very, very soon. And there is nothing the Dwarven player can do about at this point. So he needs to kind of let the Dragon Lord kill all this stuff. Men of Steel summon, okay. Get out with King Dane at least. Oh, Wing Blast. Use Wing Blast. Wing Blast now. Look this. Boom. Boom. Look, even the Scorpion King. What the heck? It's so funny when he's actually getting knocked down from the Scorpion and gets mounted once again. And the Dragon Lord is getting in safety. If the King Dane would be around this area with the mighty rage, maybe he would have been able to deal more damage, eventually even take him down. But King Dane wasn't there, and that's 10 power points invested just like that, just to give more power points and command experience points for the Goblin player Ekarn. The Mineshaft level 3, he's trying hard to defend this. The thing is that Balrog summon is available, so the Balrog summon, the demon from the ancient world, is being special summoned. Boom, son. Where is Gandalf? I am looking for. I'm here to Bergen. Do you guys know the scene of Doctor Strange? I'm here to Bergen, and it's like a loop. Oh my goodness, King Dane is no more. Oh no, 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 no. And Dragon Lord's portrait, I mean, to be honest, the Battle for Middle-earth 2 / Rise of the Witch King portraits, you know, in compared to Battle for Middle-earth 1's, they are looking much worse. In BFME 1, they are looking much greater. Breath Fire. Balrog is not that powerful in BFME 2. I mean, he's powerful, don't get me wrong, but he's not that powerful. GG is gonna be called from Hiruma, and ladies and gentlemen, we will be jumping right into the game number 4, Ekarn's first victory as Goblins against Dwarves. We have the blue Dwarven player, Hiruma, against the red dwarven player Akarn, who was having a phenomenal performance in the previous game. We have actually, it was like one of the longer games definitely in this tournament so far. We have seen, you know, lots of power points, the Balrog summon, the Dragon Lord. I mean, to be honest with you guys, this tournament had already so many Fiesta games. I mean, in one single tournament, we had the chance to see not only the Grunt from the Mordor faction, no, they've also seen Sauron in this tournament. The only hero we have not seen yet is actually Galadriel. I would love to see that too. 2 mineshafts for dwarves and 2 mineshafts also for dwarves. It's like looking in the mirror. Into the Hall of Warriors. And that's an economical opening from Akarn. So that's an early barracks against economical opening. We shall see which one is the better opening strategy. And guys, what's your plan? What's your plan for the upcoming weekend? Do you guys have any plans? You want to go for to the cinema? You know, I don't know. Like, I believe the life is kind of changed in many countries. Maybe you are not allowed to do that. But I want to go to the cinema if I can this weekend. You know, trying to become a more social person once again. Because I've been spending so much time in my basement at my PC most of the time in the past 6 to 12 months. It's time actually to do some other stuff. More study or DMAC. I was expecting you to say more coding. All of Warriors. School in your stream. Nice. Which movies are you gonna watch? I actually wanted to watch Spider-Man. I don't know if this is still up to date though. I watched Matrix. I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. When you want to watch it, just watch it. I don't say anything about it, you know, what happened in the film, but I just personally didn't enjoy it that much. Maybe it's because of my expectations were pretty high. Spider-Man. I would rather watch the upcoming John Wick one. You know what I'm saying? John Wick. Oh, wow. Like, for me, there are some movies, for example, Die Hard from Bruce Willis, right? Was a phenomenal series of films, right? So you had Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3, and then they actually kind of went overboard. And then all of a sudden, you have, like, in the first films, the young Bruce Willis, who is barely 30 to 40 years old. In the last one, you have, like, Bruce Willis, who is almost 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy is, of course, getting older. It looks so strange and so weird. It's the same situation with Men in Black or with the, you know, Bad Boys. There was like a new Bad Boys film that a couple of months ago, right? Bad Boys with Will Smith and stuff like this. Don't get me wrong, I like Will Smith a lot. I think he's a great actor, but seeing him now in Bad Boys doesn't feel right anymore. I don't know why. Maybe it's me. That's a lot of pressure actually on Akarn. He is being surrounded, more and more units coming, and also in the meantime Hiruma was creeping the Warclay in the middle of the map. Mirkwood too. No counterattack yet. He's busy defending himself all the time. He might be even losing the Hall of Warriors now. They would be painful. John Wick is a very good movie. Yeah, John Wick is pretty nice. I like John Wick. I mean, it's not like really informative, but it's just like relaxing, you know what I'm saying? The guy is popping off, you know, it's like a 1v9 situation in which John is walking it down and crushing it literally everybody, and everybody is frightened, everybody is scared of him, you know what I'm saying? Once I saw him killing 3 men with a pencil. You know, with a pen. Baba Yaga. And for me personally, you know, Keanu Reeves is actually made for this kind of films. This guy is not talking much in his films, guys. Am I right or not? I mean, this is an actor who is not meant to talk. You know, he doesn't talk at all. He doesn't communicate. On most of his films, he's most of the time a silent guy. In Matrix, he was like that also in the very first time, and also in John Wick. He's barely talking. Extraction, I watched also, yes. I was watching that. I think it was on Netflix, right? Extraction. Would you rather see a hero that kills his enemies or show mercy? It depends what the enemy what the enemy did to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for me, one of the best films, actually, you will be now surprised about this kind of stuff, about revenge, was from Gerald Butler. I don't know the name of the, it was like, I know the German version of that. It was a really phenomenal film.
Knock it down.
Law-abiding citizen or something like this. Yeah, exactly. Law-abiding. This was a phenomenal film for me. I felt it, you know. I really felt it until my bones. I felt it so much. The pressure on him, the feelings about, you know, and that's the, you know, in this kind of situations, I think it's much more satisfying to see somebody who's taking the revenge because the law did not a good job, you know what I'm saying? And it's a man who's losing his wife and his daughter in front of his eyes, and he can't do anything about that. And because he got hit on the head, nobody's believing him, you know? It's painful to watch. Only the ending, I didn't like the ending. I was hoping that he will be victorious, you know what I'm saying? But he actually lost, so. What it's called in Turkish? I don't know in Turkish. What is the highest level you can get a faction to in BFME 1? And did you do it before? In skirmish, you asking? I think level 9 is the highest one. I think I've done it many times, but not anymore. Like I don't play this many skirmish games anymore because I made the ultimate skirmish ones. You know, I play 1v7. So instead of playing like 100 times 1v1s, I play rather like 5 times 1v7, which is way more challenging for me. But obviously you can get it to level 9, I believe. I mean, you don't know what happens in the end. Like, I didn't see he's gonna kill this, he's gonna do that, he's gonna kill this, you know. But it's a very old film, guys. Did you not see that anymore? Did you not see it yet? I can't even talk. Did you not see it yet? It's a really old one. You know, it's like what, from 2000 and what? It's really old. From 2009. So it's been like what, over 10 years now, 12 years. It's a really old one, but it's a pretty good one. So if you haven't watched it yet, I would recommend you guys to watch. It's really good. I also watched you know, interaction. What is this? In which you are kind of diving into the dreams of the other people and kind of controlling them there a little bit. There was also a nice one from Leonardo DiCaprio. I like this kind of films, you know what I'm saying? I like this a lot. Inception, yes. Inception was a great one. Inception was a great one. I was always hoping for the Inception 2 because of the ending, and I like this kind of endings from Inception, you know what I'm saying? It's very, very unique for me. And also the entire design or the entire theme of the film, the script of the film is so nice and interesting. Learnings on the field. We have right now 800 command points available for Hiruma, and we have 600 command points available for Akan, the red dwarven player. So it's looking a little bit better for Hiruma, but it's fine. Level 5 Gloin, we have double Gloin. Each player has Gloin, level 4 and level 5. I mean, level 4 is enough for a massive power spike, which actually unlocks the Shake Foundation, right? It's pretty powerful. I love the essence in the Judgment. You know, no, I have not heard about this. Let me check it. Essence in the Judgment. I mean, guys, it depends on if you guys like the very old films, very old movies, you know? Like there was one which was called Blood In, Blood Out. You know, like this Mexico old school mafia film was pretty nice. Hey TTC, welcome. Don't you prefer the Shutter Island movie? I think it's the best film of DiCaprio after The Wolf of Wall Street. The Wolf of Wall Street was not because of Leonardo DiCaprio. It was actually because of Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie, holy moly, she's such a gorgeous and such a beautiful woman. I think she's one of the most beautiful women in the entire world, at least for me. She's like almost perfect, you know what I'm saying? What else do you want from a woman? The way she's looking like, she's not too tall, she's not too small, she has perfect size body. She has such a beautiful and great face. Margot Robbie, holy moly, man. She's so beautiful. I mean, you know, my wife knows that, you know what I'm saying? She knows. She had to agree. I said to her, okay, I will be married with you until Margot Robbie comes one day to my door, knocking at the door and say, hey Shanks, I'm here, you can hit me like a truck. And this day, wife, I will throw you out. No. She doesn't know that. But I would, you know. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? I become like a really big Twitch streamer and YouTuber with BFME only. You know what I'm saying? I had like 80 million subscribers on YouTube. Every video has like 50 to 60 million views, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, Margot Robbie, while she's watching a YouTube video, gets recommended a video of mine, and she's like, "Oh, this guy actually sounds pretty interesting. I want to contact him." Oh my goodness, guys. I mean, to be honest, the chances of this happening, I have no hopes. But, you know, just imagining. A man can dream, you know, and a boy can dream. Oh, Gimli against Teddy. Gimli! No! Actually, they both go down. Gimli has been slain from Hiruma. That's pretty unfortunate. She will become a BFME event. Imagine like a live coaching slash, you know what I'm saying? In Twitch live stream, I'm coaching Margot Robbie in Battle for Middle of One. If you ever sell t-shirts, put hitting like a truck on one. Definitely will, man. I mean, I was actually trying to buy myself one. I will never sell shirts, but I was actually trying to find a way of giving away shirts. You know what I'm saying? So for example, you guys have channel points, right? You collect a lot of channel points by watching this stream, by being just around. And that's, for me personally, much more worth than anything else you can do for me. So sharing your time with me means a lot to me. And then if I ever will have like a merch store, I want to actually make it as a reward. For all the people with enough channel points, they will get it. They will get like a t-shirt with "Trust me on that one" on it. You know what I'm saying? Or "I will hit you like a truck." Holy moly and stuff like this. That'll be something funny, obviously. Doesn't have to be Battle for Middle-earth related. Or a t-shirt, I'm just trying to show my quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, follow me a picture. I'm just trying to show my quality. Okay, the mineshaft is gonna be taking down 3 guardians inside of it. Level 2 Dane and level 6 Gloin. Gimli is still dead, so he didn't revive him yet, but it's not looking good for Ekan. So we have 950 command points for Hiruma and only 400 command points for Ekan. Not looking good. Oh, Wilding. Okay, yeah, Sam. Yeah, okay, I will take a look into that, Caesar. But guys, don't you agree with me? I mean, I kind of felt like I'm alone now. Don't you guys agree with me that Margot Robbie is pretty hard? I mean, you have to agree with me, right? I mean, nobody can say that she's not looking extremely good. Like, she's like, when I was a child, like when I was like 13, 14, 15 years old, I was in secret in love with Jessica Alba, for example. She was like the love of my childhood. There was not a single film or any video clip in you know, I was like a big fan because I was secretly in love with her. Jessica Alba, holy moly, now you are old, but you are still gold in my heart. I'll never forget about you, Jessica. But Margot is just a younger version of you. So Man of Steel summon, Hobbit summon. Walking around with this public, I will hit like a truck, could be fun. Yeah, actually could be fun, but could also get you in trouble in many situations, you know? Doesn't laugh with cringe. Ew. what a performance. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't focused in this game too much. We were actually having much more of a small talk. Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, Margot Robbie, beautiful woman.